You would never believe the other character. Another Asuri.
Who could have believed South America loves their Asuris, but Yu's loving that greatsword right now as he's going for those mix-ups, not seeing the dodges come out from Kyna, so he's not getting that big dodge read for the extended combo.
Yeah, and that's where it always they always struggle. I feel like with a greatsword, you always have to create situations, figure out the dodge patterns of the other player, and they're obviously trying to throw you off too when it starts off. Then after a while, you turn up the heat after you figure out what they're trying to do. See, a few pokes, right? He's like, all right, what are you going to do if I keep doing this? All right. Okay, after the poke, you are not dodging. All right, I'm about to tear him up. You know what? He's going to tear him up next time. Oh, no, he had it. The dodge back, the dodge was wasted, and he could have dashed up and got him something, but failed opportunity. Still getting some good damage. Those pokes are adding up, right? So he's been losing a lot of the engagements, but those pokes have kept the damage pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, every time Yuz opens up, he's still getting that damage on the Kyna. Meanwhile, Kyna also getting Yuz into the red. Who's going to get that starting blow? Soft punish there with a neutral light, but will lead to a KO with that side air off stage. Good chase from Yuz to make sure that one led to a KO.
Yeah, went out there unarmed. That was nice. But yeah, that was a wild wake up from Kyna. Kyna tried to just catch him slipping, and good awareness from Yuz, but gonna tie it up instantly and opt to go for the Katars. Unarmed for a little bit. Yuz is gonna be in danger for a little bit. Nice. He just pitter-pats him off with a side light and gets the weapon. And now we're gonna have greatsword versus Katars.
Ooh, Kyna reading big there with that N-Sig. Yuz not going to jump into that one. And he gets the read that time, dash back into the neutral light, but still not getting extended strings. He's just opening up Kyna a bunch, but there it is. Gets the full three-piece, and Kyna's going to fall down to his final stock here.
What a stock, man. Like, he really collected all that data, as I was saying, and he put it to use, man.
He's just biding his time, hoping that he could find that one opening.
He got two. He got two nice openings and then chained it. There it is. We're getting some strings now.
He's starting to find those dodges of Kyna. Kyna struggling here. Gets a side sig. Will shove Yuz off stage, but needs to lead to a KO here.
That was good from Kyna, though. He's seeing the pattern of how Yuz is trying to open him up, and he did a wake-up neutral light. Got him up off of him. Got the sword, tried to get a D-light. It was going to go into maybe a Sair, right? I feel like in that situation, maybe a recovery trying to take him over the top, but it's a high ceiling. He does go for the recovery, and it does work. Okay.
Yep, definitely wanted that recovery to knock out, and now he's back to the Katars here. Yuz wants that weapon spawn. Kyna's not going to try to deny, instead was just trying to cover the pickup.
Yeah, he stayed around him, didn't really make any approaches, any advances. And there we go, D-Light Sair coming out from Yuz. Yuz looking strong in this game. Gonna have to put this sword to use. Tries to go for the neutral signature. Gets a punish on the recovery attempt of Kyna. He had the sweat beads and didn't quite get him, but the Sair hits him out wide, and he's got the bait. Oh! Dare Nair combo. Yuz with a nice first round.
Yeah, really well done from Yuz, and solid control there throughout most of that. And a lot of that momentum was built off of that second stock steal on Kyna. You're going to see that in a hot moment here. Look, Kyna started that in orange, and Yuz gets the four-piece that leads to a KO, and he's like, all right, now I have just a massive lead that he maintains throughout the rest of that game.
I like that. That was clean. Something you keyboard guys might not know about us controller players, but it's kind of hard to do a dare and then turn around the other way.
That sounds like John's.
Huh?
That sounds like John's.
Who's
that's some excuses.
That's not excuses. It's difficult stuff. Most games when you play on a keyboard and a mouse or keyboard in general, you know what I mean, you got more accurate inputs. Sorry if some people can't afford a PC. How about that one?
Sounds like some skill gap, as clearly not an issue here, as both players definitely able to hit those pivots that you're talking about. Down sig from Yuz, and he is going to take that initial stock. And we'll see if he can maintain this lead again.
Hey, that was a nice down sig. I honestly don't. I find way more use in the forward sig. I mean the side sig, but man, he placed that perfect. That's knowing your character.
That's a good spot to do it. It's like on those corners, because sometimes you can get it to dip down underneath, and overall we'll just kind of cover that main stage for a little while there.
So kind of having a lot of trouble dealing with this greatsword. The Jay Yun of Use is looking so good. Look at that, lands a Sayer, but gonna end up weaponless. Kind of not really playing too aggressive and tried to guard the weapon, but Use snuck in there and gets another greatsword. So the next weapon will be a regular sword, and finds a good hit. Ooh, he went for the reset at the perfect time, just the wrong button.
Yeah, definitely a lot of damage being done from Use, regardless of if he's getting that full reset. Kind of struggling right now against Use. I mean, I already talked about it, but the last time these two met in the Winter Championship, kind of won 3-0 twice. Now Use has already changed that history book.
Oh, yeah, he definitely did. He took that first one. He's got a lot of damage here. He's on the way trying to take game number 2 and get 2 rounds on him. So that's definitely a whole nother story told. Out on the side, what is the edge guard? Goes for a nair. Oh, the neutral light does not catch. He was trying to keep him from getting his resources back. A good recovery from Kyna. D-light recovery from Use. Take that second stock off. And he's only got him at about, you know, little gold. Dijon mustard. Nice.
Turn a little bit more orange. Kyna's getting some damage built up here, but again, he's just been playing from behind throughout the most of this set.
Yeah, he's definitely been playing from behind every time. It's like, it's because the momentum, man, whenever Use gets something going, he's really capitalizing. He's getting damage up, and he is getting the KOs. He's finding the opportunities. And it feels like Kyna's kind of, he's playing Use's game is what I think the issue is, honestly.
Ooh, he's burning a lot floating right above Use there.
Yeah, he didn't want to get caught, man. I understand.
Oh,
baby!
Gets them back onto the stage with the side sig. Kyna running out of movement, running out of options. Doesn't even go for the turnaround onto Use there. And Use is going to take game number 2.
With a 2-stock.
This is looking like trouble for Kyna right now.
Yeah, that was, man. In this winner's side, to guarantee yourself a trip to the Royale, 579 damage dealt. That means that 398 was done on the other side. Damage per engagement, only 30. But you gotta think about what's going on here. He's getting an engagement by a poke, right? But then, how much damage is he doing when he actually lands the strings? When he landed that one and almost had that reset, he probably did about 65 right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's big time. And we get a character swap from Kyna.
It's going to be over to the Cross, an interesting swap, not something that I expected from Kyna. Of course, known for his Bodvar back in the day. He also had the Zol. Cross, not exactly expected, but maybe something that's going to work well against Use. Right now, Use it. He's sticking to his same game plan, just amazing greatsword play.
Oh, yeah, that's been the answer for sure. His sword's been looking good, but the greatsword has been creating leads. All right. Saw the SIGs coming out, kind of staying grounded and just being like, come down here. I know you're going to have to come down here at some point, and I want to scrap with you with these gauntlets. Trying to land some side lights, the dare and the nair coming out from Use. You can stay down there if you want to. I've got combos for that, and I got closeouts.
Kyna really just covering the ground there. This is actually really good for Kyna. If Use stays floaty, okay, gets the Yansig, gonna get that initial stock. But like generally, greatswords don't want to be in the air. They want to be on the ground for those long strings where they can get those resets. And Kyna has that opportunity, picks up the recovery. He's gonna keep this one closer than it's been in the earlier games.
Yeah, I mean, in game number 1, it was kind of like this, but then we saw that Use combo. That was when he got that big read and he got that kind of like robbed that second stock. But nice combo coming out from Kyna. The blasters looking nice. Almost had a little reset there, but the dodge placement was nice from Use.
And now Use is really running. He is afraid of this one. The blast just takes so much space. Kind of swaps to a different set. Was running out of ammo there. Gonna be looking for the downlight to set up for the recovery. Use just a tap.
Those things hurt, man. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. He baited him. Oh, my gosh. Okay, he couldn't really do much. He got the bait, but, like, what was the option afterwards after he got him to dodge?
Nice landing neutral right there from Use. He is trying to find the setup. He wants the downlight into the recovery, and Use is not giving it to him at all.
Yeah, Hughes knows that's what he wants also, but he's also at the point where, what? The exhausted recovery, he catches him slipping. That thing is pretty slow, so for him to catch that and not get clipped by anything is pretty lucky. Now, here we go. We got Kyna on gauntlets. I think his blasters were really, really putting in work. What? Whoa.
He's gonna throw away the greatsword there. He wants the regular sword, I guess, for the KO potential. Downlight recovery, definitely a very consistent tool for the sword players out there.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Nice weapon toss, nice there, and there we go. He's got the KO, and is he opting to? Yes, there it is. Okay, so he definitely just wanted the KO, and he's gonna go back to the greatsword.
All right, swapping, priming a second greatsword here. Kyna, no weapon spawns. It's gonna be the gauntlets.
Oh, okay, so he's stuck on gauntlets. I'm pretty sure he would want those blasters back, man. Especially with everything on the line. Final stocks for him. If he doesn't get this stock first, this will be the end of his winner's side run. He's going to go down to that loser's finals and have to take one more game to make it to the Royale. Hughes trying to solidify the spot. There, coming out. He's got the dodge. He makes it past. D-like ground pound.
One more.
Oh my gosh.
A little too high. Both of them back onto the stage. Down or sidelight into the recovery. Kyna takes game number 3. He's gonna hold on just narrowly.
That's good. You know, if he KO'd with a nair, that would have been, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would have been perfection. Just narrowly. Anyway, 584 damage done by Kyna, 581 taken. So when we talk about, look at how even the damage was there at the top of the screen when you saw those health bars. And then, so that means that was the most even game that we've had so far, right?
A 3 damage difference. That was a very close game.
Oh, yeah. It was down to the wire. The damage told the true story. A lot of the time, I don't think the damage tells the story, but that one, that was neck and neck all the way through. Every stock was just right there with each other. So, going into game number 4, lead still held by Hughes. We see the sword is the first weapon, and the gauntlets are the first weapon for these two players, and I don't think either one of them want to start with these.
Yeah, both of them likely looking for the opportunity to swap weapons. Right now, Hughes honestly looking solid with this sword against Kyna's gauntlets. He is just really taking that space away from Kyna.
Yeah, it's not like he's bad with this. I feel like he just knows, like, he doesn't have to, I don't want to say he doesn't have to work as hard. He just does more damage with the greatsword.
Yeah, I mean, he's got more potential to get a lot of damage if he gets that greatsword out. Offstage opportunity. Kyna's going to go vertical with this one. Sidelight into the recovery. Nice, another recovery, and Kyna gets the initial stock.
That was clean. That was clean. I like how he jumped out there with him and just instantly gravity cancel sidelight. That was so nice to the backside, right? Catching him slipping, catching him going up onto the stage. That was so nice. All right, so blasters in hand, and then Hughes is stuck on the sword. Nice short hop into the gravity cancel downlight. Down air.
Okay, went for the recovery there. Hughes with the turnaround, but not enough damage onto Kyna just yet.
Goodness. Okay. Does he switch or does he just stick with this? He just wants the downlight recovery, right? Looking for it, he can't find it. He's trying to find the moment, but he's gonna get downlighted into a nair. Catches the recovery. Sair. Kyna in the driver's seat, trying to take him home to victory.
Hughes just hoping for something big to hit onto Kyna. He needs to finish this off. Double N light goes for the immediate neutral finisher, but it's not enough onto Kyna.
Yeah, that thing takes a lot of damage. That one will do it. But yeah, that double neutral light, that takes a lot of damage to get the KO on that.
Yeah, it's funny. The neutral finisher does less when you go straight into it versus if you go for it as like the third hit.
Yeah.
But Kyna does end up cleaning it up, gets that recovery, and now swapping over to the gauntlets. Despite how much work he did with the blasters a second ago, he's like, I feel like gauntlets right now.
He did amazing with those gauntlets, man. That first stock was crazy.
Very true. He was able to put out a lot of damage with his gauntlets as well, but Hughes with the greatsword, this is his opportunity. He's been very effective with the greatsword in this matchup against Kyna.
Yeah, and he's been stuck on the regular sword a lot. You can see there's a big difference on the board when he just has to play that weapon. When he plays this, look at him even in the game up. Like, he's just staying on top of him, but now he has to deal with the blasters matchup. Lands a nice little dodge read with an insig. Boom, bam. Still not enough. Takes a lot of damage for that. And now he's going to go for the sword for the KO on the stock.
And Kyna struggling to get damage on this final stock. He had so much potential to get a lead over Hughes, but Hughes stole it all away off his greatsword. Goes for a Sayer there, surprise. The Nair's been so effective, but he does manage to pick that one up. And now we're going to the final stocks here in game number 4.
He cleaned that second stock up. That was beautiful, beautiful greatsword gameplay to rack up that damage like that, and then found a timely KO. That weapon toss into the neutralite, perfection. Now he's having to deal with these gauntlets, and Kyna's been looking strong on these bad boys in this particular round, but not really able to get too much going. Lands a side sig.
Just kind of walk up side sig with the gauntlets. Nice falling dare there. Down light into the recovery. Not quite enough. Chasing high. Goes for a Sayer at the top of the map.
Ooh, he tried to turn around on him twice. He's not dodging. He's just taking these pokes. Is Hughes going to be able to capitalize on the fact that he's not dodging? He doesn't want to give him a reset. Oh, he goes over the sword. Okay, so hold on.
He wants that delay recovery.
Yeah, but he had it. Like, if you look at what you were seeing from Kyna, the neutral sig from Hughes. Oh my gosh. I only remember seeing that one time earlier, and it was a clean whiff. That one was perfection for the set.
Hughes able to close it out 3-1 over Kyna, guaranteeing a top 2 finish and guaranteeing that spot in the Spring Royale. Now Hughes gets to sit in the grand finals and chill for a hot minute while we watch the other matches play out. We've still got Wesley and Laura's on the bottom side, but man, Hughes' greatsword was incredible. 413 damage put out on the greatsword in that last one.
Yeah, that's so good. So good. I mean, and then he's at